Hello. In the previous video, we showed how you are able to do some basic programming in various programming languages through the Jupyter Lab interface. And in this video, we're going to be going through the steps that you need to take to download and also to submit work to the course server. So that you can start receiving homework as well as assignment for the rest of this course. Now, the very first step that you need to do is to make sure that you are able to log into the server through a Jupyter notebook. So here what I have on the left is the host directory. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the activities in the host directory. It's really not necessary. On the right, I have the container running already in using Docker Desktop, and I have connected to it through my browser interface. So by now, you would have received an email in your OntarioTechU.net. So here is my email that I received from a sender called csci3055u, and the title is Your Private Key for 3055u. And this contains a attachment, which is the unique private key that has been generated for you that you need to log into the server. So I'm going to download this attachment, and there it is. And I need to put this key into my Jupyter environment. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it through the web interface. So I'm going to upload the file that I have downloaded. I think I've downloaded one previously. That's why it's called IDRSA1. There is an IDRSA already, and that's actually just a duplicate copy. So under my downloads, you will see that I have the IDRSA. So I'm going to, and there it is. So I have successfully uploaded this email attachment called IDRSA into the workspace of my container. So very, very important that IDRSA exists in the same directory as this workflow.ipython notebook. So the workflow IPython notebook gives you a few commands as Python commands that help you to interact with the course server. So if you start with that, you will see that it has some skeleton code that you will run, and depending on what you want to do, you can run the specific respective code. So the first one is just to load the library that allows you to access the server, and the second one is something that you need to execute before you can do anything, and that's to perform the authentication, and you get the session information. So my email is ken.pu@ontariotechu.net, and you will use your student email. So I'm going to run this, and this shows that you have connected to the course server, and it would only work if you have the proper ID that matches your email. So now what I can do is I can list the content that is in the remote server using this list cell. So let me run this, and you can see that so currently on the central server there is a homework 1, and the homework 1 was created or at least updated on October the 8th. So everyone should have a homework 1, and this is really just something that is a simple Python exercise. We'll see what it is. And now I'm going to try to download this remote content onto the local container so that we can start working on the worksheet. So every piece of either homework or assignment that you receive will have a worksheet notebook that allows you to kind of do some basic programming. So we're going to run this download, and if I run this download, you'll see that you actually get an error message that says no such file, and the reason is because the boilerplate has assignment 1 as the download target, and where it really should be homework 1. So be very careful when you're downloading something. Make sure the target is the assignment of your interest. So here I'm going to change this to homework-1, and I'm going to run this again, and you see that it has received a bunch of files, and it is safe for you to download the assignment again and again. It will not overwrite any existing files that you have been working on. So there is homework 1 that you have downloaded, and we can then change into homework 1 folder, so which wasn't there before, but after the download it now has been fetched from the central server into your local container. And typically you'll see these 3 files. There's a worksheet, that's the main place where you will do your programming exercises, and there is a check worksheet, which is a auxiliary Jupyter notebook that helps you to verify that your code is running properly. And how it does it is it compares the output of the checkpoints against a expected value file that is called check.json. So checks.json has the expected result of your worksheet, and you don't have to worry about any of this. You can just go ahead, start the worksheet, and here is the empty worksheet that is in this case homework 1, but as the course progresses you'll receive assignment 1, assignment 2, and so on. And in this case it's a exercise in Python, and in the next video we're going to go through this exercise and just make sure that we can go through the challenges in this homework and verify that our code works properly using the check worksheet notebook. And finally we're going to submit this work to the server.